corner. This story is not a recreation. It's one incident that confronted the Tampa Police Department on the night of May 30th, 1990.
911, what's your emergency?
I have somebody in my apartment, and he's threatening. He's got a knife in his hand, a butcher knife, and he's threatening to cut me.
Who is this person in your apartment?
His name is Sean.
Is he a neighbor or something?
He's an old friend.
He's an old boy
drunk. He's drunk.
Is he inside or
Yes, he's inside.
What's your name?
My name is Anita.
All right, Anita, we'll send somebody else.
Thank you.
At 12:38 a.m., 2 squad cars are sent to the scene, including veteran officer Craig Jordan.
Our first initial thought was just domestic disputes. We get them all the time. That's what we originally thought it was, took it to be. But we seen it was a little bit more to it than that.
The man has already gotten Anita and the other adults out of the apartment when Officer Lucretia Manitow arrives.
And then I realized that we've got a hostage situation where he's barricaded himself and there's a child inside.
The officers try to talk to the man.
How long you guys got?
Till 7 in the morning.
7 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to be here that long. My first concern was for the child, which we were told by the father.
He entered, armed himself with a couple of butcher knives inside the kitchen, and told all 4 adults that he was taking charge of the child, and that if anybody was man enough to stand up to him, that they need to do so now.
Okay. And then the first thing I wanted to do was to talk to the ex-girlfriend. She's the one that can tell us a little bit about his mental state, any previous mental history, what he was like when he came in, had he been drinking.
Okay, your son's 4 years old?
He'll be 4.
John is the natural father?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know why John's all upset?
I don't love him anymore. I'm seeing somebody else. He just will not leave me alone.
Can I ask you to draw a floor plan?
Sure.
Okay.
She can tell us where things are in the house, where the phone is, where the baby was.
Has he ever shown any type of tendencies like this before?
No, his mother's had him in the psycho ward for trying to commit suicide, trying to kill himself.
How long ago was that?
It's been about 7 years ago.
You just want to get that child out of there safe. And this guy did have a past history of suicidal tendencies. He had been drinking, and we were very concerned that he was getting to the point where he might harm the child.
How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
I'm Sergeant Marks. How are you?
How you doing, lady?
This is turning into quite a
I'm
thing here,
doing
isn't it?
I wanted to see if I could gain his confidence a little bit, lighten it up a little bit. And there were times he was very light.
Is the baby all right?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Okay.
He's doing real good.
But then the next minute, he was right back on the agitated side. He was like a powder keg waiting to go off.
Well, I think you're full of shit.
You want to talk to her?
No, I want to talk to you.
Okay.
You're the big wig now, right?
Right.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
You're concerned about the child, correct?
I'm
You've
concerned
got-
about everybody.
You're concerned about the child, right?
Yeah.
You're concerned that that child's not getting proper care.
Yeah.
His real concern was she was now dating another man, and he didn't like it. So he made up these problems to put some of the blame on somebody else as to why he was doing this.
Now, what else can I do for you?
If I leave here,
Mhm.
you guys don't put a hand on me. You put a trespassing warrant against me, and that's it. Okay, I want it in writing. Okay,
That's a deal.
Let's see how good you can make it look.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Okay, is that
If
fair?
it looks legal enough to me, I won't even waste my time.
Okay, that's
All
fair.
right?
That's
Okay.
fair enough.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
He wanted to have a trespass warning. Well, that's the only thing this thing said, is you will get a trespass warning. It didn't say that that's all you will get, you know, and if the word game works, then that's fine, as long as that child's out of there and safe. That's the ultimate goal.
There you go, man. Got it?
To John William Lewis, I do hereby swear that you will be given a trespassing warrant. Man, I don't know about this. There's something else I want on there. I want everyone that could possibly press charges to sign that they're not. Yes,
I can't do that, man.
No.
Can't do that, man.
By 1:05 a.m., the tactical response team is on the scene, including hostage negotiator Sergeant Dennis Black. Lights are turned out as marksmen and entry teams are positioned around the building.
You think I'm stupid? You're ignorant. Just
Sergeant Black works on getting the man to surrender.
Get out of my face. Get out of my Yeah, you're stupid. Just like this dumb
He didn't like me from the beginning. He spit at me, cussed at me. It wasn't getting to me because I knew the state of mind. He'd been drinking. He was emotionally upset. And as long as he's talking, he's not hurting anybody.
I'm gonna walk scot-free.
We had to win the guy over because he was dangerous. I could see a large butcher knife in his back pocket. I offered him whatever he wanted. He wanted the news media. The news media was here. We tried to show him that.
You want to see the camera? There's a camera right there with the light. All you got to do is come out, we'll sign whatever you want. You don't want to cooperate with me. You want everything.
I looked into his eyes. I could see a frightened person that was totally lost. He was looking for a friend, but he didn't know how to accept one.
I'm your help, bud. I'm your help.
How close is he to 1:50 a.m. They decide to slip 2 officers into the apartment.
The way that place is set up, okay, he's right here under that window. There's an open bathroom window. He's locked this window, but the baby is either in the small bed or
The first officer in is Sergeant Carson Helms.
After I got in, he went back into the bedroom, which was located directly across from the bathroom on the other side of the hallway. At that point, we were afraid we were going to make too much noise for the other TRT member to come in. So I was in the bathroom by myself, waiting just in case he did get to the front, I could get in between him and the child.
Sergeant Ronald Reynolds takes over the negotiations.
What type of charges are we talking about, John? I just got it. We never give up the hope that we can talk the guy out. Making forced entry into a residence is, without a doubt, the last resort. That's real smart, pulling the damn phone out of the wall. That's real smart. Nothing he did surprised me. I think he was just intoxicated, despondent. He was going to make a stand.
He seemed to get more and more hostile, telling us we're going to have to come in and take him out, and that if we try to come in, he would harm the child.
I could see the child on the bed. I could see him pick up the meat cleaver. I wanted him as far away from that child as possible, because if he had it in his hand, how long does it take to pick up the cleaver to him?
John, please here, let's talk. No, you're not.
I think that's when it hit me that it was going to end up terrible because he's not going to come out, and they're going to have to go in there. I was terrified, and I kept trying to talk to him just to get him away from John Michael.
John, please come here and talk to me. Please. It's going to be worse if you don't come here and talk to me.
I knew where he had to be when they made entry, and I could see he was coming to it.
No, we didn't. No. This is crazy.
Back off. Back off.
Got your boy. Got your boy.
He's got some blood on him.
And I could see the cut on the head and the blood, and I just wanted to get a paramedic there, get the child looked after.
I thought he was hurt real bad. I mean, I felt like my heart was just going to stop beating at that point. I was just so scared.
And we were very lucky. It turned out to be something relatively minor.
Somehow, in the scuffle, John Michael's head was accidentally cut. The boy's father pleaded no contest to armed burglary, false imprisonment, and aggravated assault, and has agreed to undergo therapy.
There's a lot of joy and a lot of self-satisfaction that things just really turned out and that everybody was okay and things went good.
It's a good feeling when it's over and everybody's saved. That night we saved a life or possibly 2 lives, and I feel good about it.
I thought that there might be some problems after all this, but he seems to be doing real well. When they came in the bedroom, they had those masks on their face, and he called them Ninja Turtles.
I like the Golden Turtles. I like the toy and the turtles, too.
You do. But it seems like everything he does now I appreciate so much more. And when he goes to bed at night, I just want to hug him, and I'm just glad he's okay.